And hello everybody, my name is Clifford Stummy, I'm the pop song professor. Welcome to my channel where we're all about helping music lovers like you to understand the deeper meanings of popular songs so that you know what your artists are saying and can enjoy your music more. Tonight we are talking about Shining by DJ Khaled, or am I saying that right? DJ Khaled? Probably something I should have looked up at the beginning, and this is something that I've been plagued with my entire life. I was homeschooled, and so I always knew how to read the large words and how to use them in a sentence, but I often didn't know how to pronounce them. So we're just going to go with it. But that's not why you came here, to listen to me pronounce words correctly. You came here to hear the meaning of the song Shining, and I am going to give that to you. We're going to talk about it a little bit. It's important to note that Beyonce and Jay-Z are both featured on the track as well, and I think it's going to be a pretty interesting song. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me explain. And let's get into it. So I've got some lyrics here, and I should let you know that actually this was recorded very quickly and released right after the Grammys, and it's the first single from DJ Khaled's new album that's coming out soon. Now, I think he's signed with ROC Nation, Jay-Z's record label. Again, apologies if I'm saying that incorrectly, but I'm focused here on getting to the heart of the meaning of these lyrics, and I want to do that with you. So you can probably see them here on the screen. And there's certain lyrics that I've bolded that I want to touch on specifically. And I think one of the most important ones is "We the Best Music." And I think that's important because it kind of sets the prologue or the theme for what the rest of the song is going to be about. And it really is just, we're the best. It is a little bit of a track that's about bragging and talking about your accomplishments. And yeah, there is a little bit more to it, and we're going to get into some of that, particularly when Jay-Z starts rapping about his children that are coming. So I think that should be interesting, but let's continue on. In the chorus, we hear Beyonce singing, "All of this winning, I've been losing my mind, yeah, don't try to slow me down." And this is really, very actually and honestly what she is talking about. I've been winning for a long time. I'm currently winning a lot. She's won a lot of Grammys. She's had a lot of success. She was in the Super Bowl a couple of times recently for their halftime show. Very successful person, and this is just her letting the world know that. Down in verse 1, "Mama say I'm trippin', Daddy say I'm trippin', mouth talking dirty, but my lips so clean." She keeps herself clean and out of trouble, but she is singing some provocative lyrics at times. People, older generation parents may say that she's going crazy and doing crazy things, but she's succeeding, so she doesn't really care. Down in the refrain, we hear, "Money don't make me happy, and a fella can't make me fancy. We smilin' for a whole nother reason. It's all smiles through all four seasons." So it's not the money that comes with success, and it's not what some guy can do to make her feel good about herself. She is smiling because she's successful, she's independent, she's empowered. A lot of her music is about female empowerment. There was a song, I don't remember exactly which one by her it was, I'm thinking of this now, where she was talking, the music video is kind of anti-pageant and anti sort of the way that it makes women feel to see that or to be in it. And so I think she's smiling because she is empowered and because she's satisfied with who she is and where she's at. Down in verse 2, Beyonce also sings, "They say I'm sweet just like dew," and I believe that's the proper pronunciation of it, but essentially dew is a wine that she and I think Jay-Z as well are both have like vested financial interests in, and so they'll mention it on their tracks every once in a while. Down here, "Petty, petty, petty, I've been winning steady, Beyonce, all up on your grill, little boy." Now, this has got a couple of things going on here. Petty, petty, petty. She's kind of referring to other people who want to make a big deal out about small things that don't necessarily matter. And she's been winning steady. Of course, this refers to her very successful career. Beyonce, a little bit of an alter ego, a very, an intense, maybe sexually empowered, but definitely a ferocious person you wouldn't want to mess with necessarily. It's a play on her name, Beyonce. It's just Beyonce. And "all up in your grill, little boy." Now, I think it's interesting that she mentions males here, because a lot of times female rappers will attack female rappers, and male rappers will attack male rappers. But here she's attacking a male and saying, hey, you guys, I think through this guy, she's saying all guys need to watch out because she is pretty dang successful. And that'll take us down to the bridge where we hear, don't try to hold me down just because you say things are going to change. And this change is referring to challengers saying, we're going to be able to make something of ourselves and we're going to take you down off the top. Jay-Z, DJ Khaled, and Beyonce just aren't going to have any of that. Down in verse 3, we see some references to Beyonce's expected twins. And of course, Jay-Z is her husband, if you didn't know that. He says, one ain't enough, I need two. And that's a reference to the fact that they are twins, not just one child. That night I mixed the ace with the dew, hit a triple-double in the garden. Triple-double is a basketball term. And it means mostly, for those of you who don't care about basketball that much, just that you did really, really well in a wide variety of areas. And Jay-Z is saying, that as a man who had sex with his wife, he was very effective because they're having twins. And so, good for him, right? He ran to the dealer, bought twin Mercedes, the European trucks for the twin babies. So he's just saying, he's going to spend money on his kids when they grow up. Sent his son to school and all his jewels right here. I want a boy and girl to fight for truth, but whatever God give me, I'm cool, he's saying. So he wants his children to grow up and to be good people. And he's particularly interested in having a boy and a girl. But whatever God gives him, he's cool with that. He'll take whatever comes. Down here, I know you ain't out here talking numbers, right? I know you ain't out here talking summers, right? I know you ain't walking around talking down, saying boss shit when you a runner, right? Now, a lot of people are theorizing that this is a reference to Drake and that Jay-Z just randomly threw 4 lines of anti-Drake dissing onto this track. And that's very possible. I am not familiar with this war, as some people call it, a subliminal diss war that's been happening between the two of them for a while. And from what I've read, it does sound like it's all in good fun and like they're not actually like going at each other's throats. So I think that if that's the case, I think that's pretty cool, and I think that's a fun little Easter egg for people who may be interested in getting deeper into these lyrics. But he's basically just saying, I know you aren't comparing your numbers to mine because my numbers are just so much better, and that is essentially what's happening here. And that is all of the unique lines we're going to talk about for now. But if you guys have any questions, be sure to comment those. There is a little bit of time for me to answer some questions here, and I am going to be doing some of that. But for the most part, I just like to summarize that I think the song, it sounds amazing. Like the heavy, intense hip hop, and Beyonce's voice is amazing. It does its job really, really well, this track. It makes me feel tough, like I want to go and just be amazing somewhere. So I encourage you guys to listen to it, check it out. There's an explicit rating, so if you're, younger than an age where it's appropriate to listen to explicit music, be warned, and parents be warned. But I think it's a fantastic song otherwise, and a really enjoyable listen to. I hope that you enjoy it. Don't forget that if you want to partner with me to explain more songs like this, you can always check out my Patreon, which will be linked in the description down below soon, though not necessarily right now. And my Patreon is just a place where we can partner for you to explain, for you to choose songs for me to explain, or to vote on them, or to listen to the behind the scenes podcast, or get early access to some of the different projects that I'm working on. So it's a really cool opportunity just to kind of spread these song meanings to people who need to hear them and who will benefit by them. But that being said, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to go look through some of the comments, and it looks like only 4 people are watching right now. And I understand why, because it's 2:30 in the morning and I am very ready to go to sleep myself. But I'll go ahead and answer the questions that we have here. Heather Ryan is commenting most of these, but asks, do you like this better than Sandcastles? And better than Sandcastles. Yeah, I do. I like the music more. I felt like Sandcastles was more artistic, and I liked it for that reason. But I'm sometimes just a sap for pop, and this was way more mainstream and popular, and so I did like it. Sweet Agony 805, hey, back at you. Her songs keep making me wonder about their relationship, Heather Ryan says, and they keep making me wonder about it too. I really have no clue what's going on between Jay-Z and Beyonce, but they're having twins, so obviously things are going well enough. and they're raising that family, and they're still married. I mean, a lot of celebrity couples don't last this long, so I'm very impressed by that. But I also worry sometimes about saying that this song is or isn't about their relationship, just because a lot of other people write this music for them. So can we really say with complete certainty that they even wrote this music themselves? So it becomes difficult, or at least it makes me want to be more cautious when describing their relationship in terms of the music. Yeah, Heather makes a good point. The lyrics may be about winning the streak, but the song was released after Beyonce lost to Adele for Album of the Year, which, by the way, that was messed up. Beyonce should have won. Heather Ryan, Adele acknowledged Bey's album Lemonade in her speech, calling it monumental, beautiful, and soul-bearing. Adele even broke her Grammy in half as a symbol that she wanted to share the award with Beyonce. And I think that was super classy of Adele. I was super happy with that. And it made me want to listen to Adele more, even though I'm not a huge fan of the sound of her music. But that seems to be all the questions for now. I hope that you guys have a good rest of the night, you 5. And if you're watching this in the future, enjoy. I'm glad that you are checking it out. Don't forget to subscribe. Comment a song you'd like to hear me explain. And yeah, let's get some more of these songs out to the people of the world so that people can, understand what their artists are saying and enjoy their music more, right? So you guys have a great night. Talk to you later. And by the way, if you're curious about me doing any more live streams tonight, because I think Heather might be, I don't think I'm going to do any more live streams tonight. And the reason I'm not doing It Ain't Me or Some Way by Nav is because I want to do those right. And I think there's a little bit of it's going to be a celebrity gossip theory, just a little bit. Or at least I'm going to ask the question. So I wanted to do those right, and those will come out probably tomorrow. So anyway, have a great night. Talk to y'all later.